Hey Capricorn, this is Magnolia Empress with your July reading, your first July reading rather, because I'm changing the way I'm doing readings now to where it's just going to be, the two readings will be split up. So you'll get two readings for the month. So it makes the editing time faster for me, as well as I have a short attention span, and it's not right for me to ask y'all to read or listen to me do readings for a long time as well. Okay, all right, so let's just hop into it. This reading is about responsibility. So Spirit, tell me about responsibility in reference to Capricorn. Spirit, tell me about responsibility for Capricorn at this time. Ooh, all right. Give me some more. At least 8 more cards, if you please. Just do a good shuffle or break of the cards. Okay. All right. So maybe okay, you're not keeping everything in balance. Maybe you're doing a little bit too much as far as not really finding the truth about things. You're just moving. Whenever somebody gives you some type of information, you just run with it. And you're not really trying to cipher out if it is the truth. And because of that, it is slowing down progress for you. And victories or triumphs or goals that you're supposed to reach, you just haven't yet. Either you have just a blatant disregard for it, or you just don't want to see it. So you are walking away from a good thing that can happen for you. Maybe if it's in reference to relationship, maybe someone is asking you to step up and you just don't want to. As far as a business relationship, it could be you're not keeping up your part of the deal. So you just don't want to. Maybe you just don't want to put in the effort anymore. Maybe, yeah. Are you being spiteful at the moment? Or you just don't want to be in a leadership position. You're tired, worn out, like even right now. I want to take a deep breath. It's like you just even don't want to, you're over it. Maybe you've been in a position of being a responsible one and you just don't want to do it anymore. You want someone else to step up and take the reins. But it's something you probably need to think about, because if you don't step up and do things the way you know they need to be done, then things are just going to be taken for granted. You know how things are supposed to be, and this is something that you've done before. You just don't want to take control anymore. You want someone else to figure it out. But this could end up being real tricky. But if it's something that you try not to think of things from such a selfish place, because if you do, then you're just going to have to start all over. I'm not really sure that's what you're willing to do. You kind of skated out good compared to everybody else. So why? Some people are struggling right now, but Capricorns, y'all always like the forever prepared one. So It's like, why are y'all putting yourselves through this? You just straight up giving up. You don't even care anymore. And maybe it's because you want to have fun right now while you're usually the one that's always stressed out. But but if you can handle it with ease, then why not? Okay? So let's see. What can we do to get you back in your responsible light? Back in the grace, the good grace that you always been in. Just right now you wanted to do something different. Maybe people around you just don't appreciate you like they should. Okay. Extremes. So maybe you went too far with trying to get others to see. You did it to get others to see what you do, but now it's gonna you're gonna cut your foot off. You really stop things from moving. So when you get back to wanting to get things right, if you don't step up now, things are gonna get worse for real. So I don't think that's the step that you really want to take at this moment. You might want to rethink that decision to just say, to hell with it, I'm gone, I'm out. All right. Okay, so if you decide to just give up the ghost and go ahead and walk into the path that you are meant to be, go through that door of stepping up, then things will get better. And it's gonna be hard for you to kind of get things back on budget because you had decided to just step away. You can see that everything is out of balance, but you're gonna have to kind of step up and make things move right, because if you leave things the way they are now, it won't be very beneficial to you or anyone around. Meaning you made the mess, so you're gonna have to clean it up in some way, shape, or form. So if you don't want to be the one in the leadership role, maybe it's time for you to just teach someone what to do. But you have to be comfortable with being a follower. If you want to be the one to sit back, you can't, and kind of let everyone else take control. You can't be the person telling people what to do at the same time. You have to trust people to do what they need. So this is risky for you and it's not comfortable, but this is the situation that you put yourself in, wanting to be the person sitting in the background right now. Okay, so you're gonna have to let go of the worries and kind of close your emotions off and focus on being honest with yourself and honest with the people around you that this is what you really want to do. You're going to have to calm your anger down too. If they work out and try to do things the way they feel is best. I mean, maybe that's the way that works best for them. Maybe maybe the way you do things is difficult for them to understand. So that's why they have to go through things from a different avenue, and that's okay. You shouldn't get stress yourself out because they want to go about it in a way that is so left to you. But that's what happens when you decide to let other people take control, and when you decide that you don't want to be bothered with it anymore. When you make the choice to be irresponsible and you want to give up your powers to other people, then you give them freedom to do things the way they want. Sorry, but that's just the way it go. Ooh, I had so many cards fall. So you kind of built this predicament for yourself. Okay, I'm just gonna take these two, which is Pegasus and Alchemy. So yeah, it's maybe, yeah, it's not right for you to think that to want to not be physically in control, but you want to be mentally in control as well. You gotta have it one way or the other. You can't be. That's just ain't right. It's not gonna work, darling. So decide what you want to do. And I had this with Aquarius. I think that spirit of the fly again. So you can't have it both ways. Love, you're gonna have to, if you're afraid of things falling apart, then you have to work with people, not against people. All right, so don't try to manipulate things. Talk to people and let them know. And you have to realize your suggestions and your critiques are, no matter what words you use, there are your opinions, and people don't have to accept them as law. Okay, so let's get a final outcome card so we can figure out what is the best thing for you to do right now. So maybe this right now is a lesson for you to learn how to be a follower. You're so used to being a leader, but now it's time for you to sit back and get a taste of what it feels like to be ordered around. Okay. Alrighty. Spirit, angels, and ancestors. What is the final outcome card for Capricorn at this time? We have Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Okay, so this is where you're gonna have to learn how to learn how to control your magic, meaning, and how your creativity and your spiritual state. If you ever read the book The Four Agreements, he always talks about how there's magic in your words. What you speak, everything you speak is a spell. So if you talk bad about someone, you can't get mad because that person hears it, take offense to it, and treat you a way that you don't like. So if you want this situation to work, you need to speak words of encouragement to people around you, and that will, and who knows, that will in turn get them to work with you more and on trying to figure out how to get things to go, versus you just jumping in head first, running to take control of everything. Okay, now is the time for you to learn how to work with people and talk to people and not talk at people. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now is the time for you to learn the benefits of being a follower. All right, it doesn't necessarily means that you're just being a zombie and just throwing everything to the side. Okay, Pegasus probably would have did better if he would have just listened to his father, instead of just trying to, as his father was trying to show him what to do, he just decided to, you know what, screw it, I'm going to take these wings and I'm going to fly up to the sun anyway. All right, so now's your chance to be different from Pegasus. All right. Okay. No, was that Pegasus with the wings? Or was Pegasus just a unicorn from Hercules? I got to go watch the Disney cartoon again. All right. So, But I will see you guys later, all right? All right. Bye, Capricorns.